Hi guys and welcome to the Warhammer Lady. So it's time for the fast attack section of the new Tau Codex. Pathfinders have gone down by 1 point. They have the same stat line as they did before, but now they have a 5+ same due to their Recor armor. You buy 4 Pathfinders, that's the unit composition, and all of them are infantry. They have a pulse carbine, floating grenades, which are defensive grenades, and marker lights. Also, they have the special rules Scout and Sporting Fire. You can include 6 additional Pathfinders, so you can have a total of 10 in one unit. And you can also include 3 different drones. The first one is a recon drone. It has a burst cannon, a homing beacon, and a positional relay, which allows for friendly Tau units with the outflank special rule, which comes from infiltrate, so for example troops, to arrive on their board edge as long as the drone is 6 inches away from the board edge. A grav inhibitor drone that has a gravity wave projector, then you can nominate an enemy unit in their assault phase, and you roll a d3. If that enemy unit tries to charge you, then you take that d3 result and retract it from their charge range, so you could potentially fail their charge, which is fairly neat. Also, the last one is called Pulse Accelerator Drone, and that increases the range of your pulse carbines by 6 inches. Very nice. Up to 3 of your models can exchange their pulse rifles for an ion rifle, which basically gives you a large blast for infantry, or raid rifle, which could kill off terminators easily. Very neat. The entire unit can have EMP grenades, which is the same as haywire grenades, and also they can have the bonding knife, which will special rule. You can upgrade one of your Pathfinders to be a Pathfinder Chassis, which is a unit upgrade with +1 attack and +1 leadership. The unit upgrade itself can take a Black Sun filter and 2 drones from the drones list. All of them can also take a Devilfish as a dedicated transport. So basically what you have here is a rather cheap fast attack unit with not so good firepower on their own. You could give them an iron rifle or a ray rifle, which would increase their shooting attacks and make them way better, or you could just use them for the marker light thing that they have going for them. Seeing that that is such a big part of the Tau Codex to help out each other, then they could be really good for that. Stingwings have gone up by 2 points per model, but they've also gained 1 in initiative. They have an initiative of 6, which is fairly neat. They also have a 4+ save because they have combat armor. They have a neutron blaster, which is an 18-inch range, strength 5, AP3, assault 1 shooting attack. And they have a couple of special rules: fleet, hit and run, move through cover, stealth, and ruins. You can include up to 8 additional Vespid Stingwings, so you can have a total of 12. And one of them can be upgraded to Vespid Strain Leader, which is a unit upgrade with +1 attack and +3 in leadership. Basically, these guys sound like they have 1 role and 1 role alone in your army. You jump down in front of guys with an armor save of 3, such as Space Marines, and you shoot at them. You should have a bigger unit though, not just 4. That's just 4 shots, it's not a lot, like 10. So just stand in front of Space Marines, shoot at them, go into close combat, kill off a few more with your high initiative, you get to strike first. And the next assault phase, you just jump out of close combat, and in your shooting phase, you get to shoot again. That's basically it. But for when they do it, they sound very good. The drone squadron have gone up by 2 points per drone. And since I've already been through gun drones, market drones, and shield drones in my previous video, I'm just going to tell you that they're jetpack infantry drone, and when you buy them, you get a unit composition of 4 gun drones. You can also add 8 additional gun drones, so you have a total of 12 on your unit, and any one of them can be upgraded to a marker drone or a shield drone. They also have the special rules supporting fire. Basically, the only problem I see with drones are that they have ballistic CO2, but you could change that. If you want to, you could add a commander with a drone controller, and boom, ballistic 5. It's quite neat for a drone. And they also have toughness 4, so they won't die that easily at least, and a 4+ save. Sounds like that could be fun. Piranhas have gone down by 20 points. They have the same stat line as they did before, but now they also have 2 hull points. They are skimmers, fast and open-topped, so they're not super resilient, but you could get a 5+ save, which is pretty neat. They have a burst cannon that could be upgraded to a fusion blaster, so basically you could exchange 4 not so good shots for 1 melter shot. You can have up to 4 additional piranhas, which I would most likely recommend if you were going for melter shots, because to just have one guy with 1 melter shot, it's quite a big risk that you fail. It's probably best to also have them shoot at marker lighted targets. Anyway, you could also have 2 seeker missiles on your piranhas, and they can take items from the vehicle battle system list. And oh yeah, I forgot, they have 2 gun drones. So if you have, say, a unit of, I don't know, 4 piranhas, if you detach your gun drones, you get 8 gun drones. That's basically a drone squadron. That doesn't reward victory points, which is always very nice. I like the piranhas. They're fairly cheap. Sure, not super resilient, but still, they sound nice. So the Sunshark bomber is a new thing. It's the same point cost as 4 piranhas. It's a flyer with ballistic skill 3, front armor of 11 and 10 in side and rear armor, and 3 hot points. It also carries 2 interceptor drones. It has a pulse bomb generator, and a pulse bomb itself is a strength 5 AP5 heavy 1 bomb large blast. And with this generator, after you've made a bombing run with your flyer, roll a d6. On a roll of a 2+, you generate another bomb, and you can make another bombing run later in the game. And you do this for every bombing run. If you fail on a 1, you don't generate any more bombs, and you can't test for it again. So you could potentially fail, but then again a 2+, not that likely. Missile pod, which could be upgraded to twin linked for a very cheap point cost. A network marker light, which allows for your plane to shoot with this marker light first and then shoot with its ordinary attacks, which is awesome because it has 2 seeker missiles. So those could be updated with the abilities that we talked about in the marker light video. Very good. The interceptor drone has a twin linked iron rifle. This is a quite nasty weapon. 30 inch range, strength 7 AP4 rapid fire, or overcharge should be a strength 8, heavy 1 gets hot in large blast. Neat little drone. It has a lot of special rules too: supporting fire, sky fire, interceptor, high velocity deployment, which allows for you to detach your drones from your plane whilst it's moving. So you move your plane, you can just detach your drone when you feel like it and keep moving with your plane, so you don't have to stop to detach. And afterburners, which allows for the turbo boost like jet bikes. So it has mobility. And you could potentially drop it where you think that your enemy will, feel its flyers, so that you have the interceptor and skyfire so you can shoot at it. Nice. Anyway, it can also take items from the vehicle battle system list. Yes, the Sunshark may sound a bit expensive. You pay a lot for these drones. It could potentially be just a tad too expensive if you fail miserably for your pulse bomb generator, because you would like to have them for just more than 1 bombing run, really. But then again, awesome drones. So yeah, it sounds like a very nice flyer. Last but not least, we have the Razor Shark Strike Fighter. This is also a flyer. It's 15 points less than the Sunshark. And it has 3 in ballistic skill, 11 in front armor, 10 in side and rear, and 3 hot points. It has a burst cannon and a quad iron turret. This has 30 inch range, strength 7 AP4 and heavy 4, and it can be overcharged to have strength 8 and be a heavy 1 large blast with gets hot special rule. Also, it has 2 seeker missiles, and you can exchange the burst cannon for a missile pod if you want to for a very cheap point cost. And it can also take items from the vehicle battle system list. This flyer, it's quite different from the Sunshark bomber. First off, it has a large blast, and since it's not a bomb, you don't have to fly over anything to hit it. You can do it from a distance. It's 30 inches, that's quite a lot for a large blast. Very nice. Yes, admittedly you won't use it for Space Marines, but you use it for infantry. Hitting an infantry blob with that blast, goodbye. Or lightly armoured vehicles. Also very good use. So since those flyers are so different from each other, I think they could complement each other just fine. So I don't find one to be worse than the other, and so forth. Anyway, that concludes the fast attack section for the Tau Codex, and I'll see you tomorrow for heavy support. Bye.